we're going to move on to our next storyteller, Shola Akinlade.
Hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice start. Yes, I was slightly tired, so I'll just talk. Thanks, it's good to be here. My name is Shola Akinlade. I'm co-founder and CEO of Paystack. Paystack is a payments company, so we help merchants accept payments from their customers. I'll just talk about my story. It'll probably be very short because it's a very short story. I was born in Lagos about 34 years ago, so yes, I look young, but I was born 34 years ago in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos. I went to school, my secondary school somewhere here at St. Gregory's College in Obalende or Ikoyi, depending on how you want to look at it. And so after St. Gregory's College, I went to Babcock University. I did that for about 4 years. After that, I worked at Heineken Nigerian Brewery, so I got a job there. It was a very good job. It was a management training job. I was supposed to stay in the hotel for 18 months, and my fridge was supposed to be full. And if I drink something, they had to replace it. So I did that for 18 months, and I got tired. I thought I was a software engineer, and I really wanted to write software. So I left. My parents thought my enemies were at work. Maybe you were, but I left and I wrote my first software, which was it's like Dropbox, SharePoint, and I wrote it and I couldn't even sell it, so I just made it open source. I was so young and naive. And I did it for 5 years. It was successful. I had over 200,000 companies use it from everywhere else, but it was free, so I didn't make money. But sometime in 2015, I started building software for banks. And then it just occurred to me that there's an opportunity to build a payments company. And so I started working on Paystack. Thankfully, sometime at the end of November 2015-ish, I got invited into a program. It's called Y Combinator. So they invite founders from all over the world working on interesting things, and they pick about 100. So they invite about 500 founders, and they pick about 100, and they give them money. They give them about $20,000 to run their company. So they pick companies like Dropbox, Airbnb. There's so many very successful companies that have gone through Y Combinator. So of course, I applied from Lagos. I got the email. They said, come to San Francisco. Like, okay, let's do this. So my co-founder and I, Ezra, we went to school together. So we got on a flight, got to San Francisco. To be honest, my ambition was just to take a photo in front of welcome to San Francisco and come back. So we really didn't have a lot of hopes. When we got there, we saw a lot of people from different countries working on amazing things. So the first person I met, they were working on, I asked them, like, oh, what are you guys working on? And they were like, oh, wow, we're working on this kind of shirt that never gets dirty. So once you pour dirty water on the shirt, it will just slide away. Like, wow. I saw another set of women from Stanford. They were working on a bra that detects breast cancer. So you wear the bra, you install the app on your phone, and then it scans, I think, maybe every quarter. And once there's something wrong, you get a push notification from them. And so they now ask us, what are you guys working on? I don't know. Working on payments. Wow, payments in Africa. Wow, how many people in Africa? Like 1 billion people. 1 billion people, wow. You know, so thankfully we got into Y Combinator. So we made it. I don't know if the guy with the dirty shirt didn't make it, unfortunately. And so 3 months, we spent 3 months just like trying to figure this out. And then at the end of 3 months, we had what they call a demo day. So you like talk like this. Like that was the first time I really spoke in a crowd like this. So they had like 700 of the top investors from all over the world. And I had 2 minutes to just talk about my company and what I had done. And the investors will give me money to scale the company. So it came out, I crammed everything since it's 2 minutes. So after running maybe like 1.5 minutes, I stopped. And over the next 3 months, we raised about $1.3 million from people I've never met before. We came back to Lagos feeling very rich. And so started scaling the company. And I think in the last 3 years, we've made a lot of progress. Today, we have about 90 people from about 7 countries, which is amazing. We help about 40,000 merchants. When I left my company, we were doing about $40,000, probably about 25K, about 12 million naira every month. So when I came back, last month we did 35 billion naira. Unfortunately, we only got one. But I think it has grown significantly. I think when I think about what we're trying to do, I think the 3 things we're trying to do at Paystack, or the 3 things I'm personally trying to do. The first part of it is just figure out payments. Our sense is that payments in Africa is still broken. We think it's still not easy for someone to accept payments from their customers. So if you have an idea, my favorite stat that really breaks my heart is that it's easier for me to stand here and buy something from someone in California, 10,000 miles away, than to buy something from someone in Obalinde, which is sad, And so a lot of our work is to figure out how to reduce that friction, to make it easy for people to accept payments. We have 1 billion people in the continent. That's one of the good things we have. And so we definitely need to find a way to take advantage of it. So I think one of the first things we're trying to do is figure out how to remove friction in payments. The second thing we're trying to do is to figure out how to build a great place to work. I think the payments problem is a talent problem. I think the African problem is a talent problem. I think, can we get the best people to do their best work? And when I think about this story, the topic of today, and all the amazing people here, I think that's exactly what we're trying to do. Can we look for the best people? Can we get right people? And can we all focus on a very simple, clear mission? And can we make progress on that mission? So that is something that we're trying to do at Paystack. And the third thing we're trying to do is to figure out how to empower merchants, how to empower businesses in the continent. I think when you think about when you're building a business and running a business here, and you compare yourself to your counterparts other places, it's very easy to see that the difference is clear, because there's so much that can happen. So many people need to build tools to help businesses. So many people need to build tools to help entrepreneurs amplify their talent, amplify their business. And so a lot of our work at Paystack is figuring out how to do that. We've been lucky so far. Last year we raised money from Stripe and Visa. So if you think about payments, for example, if you're doing payments and Visa, which is arguably the #1 payments company in the world, supporting our dream, I think that has been amazing. Just to round up, I would just say that I think the Paystack story is a story of courage and ambition. For me, I didn't know where I was going to. I still don't know where I'm going to be honest. But I just know that if you just step out, people will support you, people will help you, people will, so I think when I think about where we are today, I think there's a new generation of young entrepreneurs, new generation of people doing amazing things, and I'm proud to be of that generation. Thank you so much.